second bond violation. What am I supposed to do?
So his first one was because he picked up a new case. This one, I did speak with him. He is actively in IOP. I did show you those records at the last time that we were here that he got involved in IOP. He is getting drug and alcohol tested at his job too. He is a Marine recruiter. He did pick up some non-alcoholic beer. A lot of them still have alcohol in them. He was trying to still hang out. I get it. He realizes that that's obviously not going to work either at this point, that we're staying away from everything. But he did go get that.
I have to beg you not to violate your conditions of bond. Am I supposed to just be happy and let you go again? You know, either you have a problem or you just don't care about bond conditions.
Yes, Your Honor. I
just, whether you say yes, whether you say no.
This is one of those moments where the judge's patience has clearly run out. He's not even waiting for excuses, just issuing verdicts. But here's the question. Is this a justice system holding the line or a pressure cooker with no relief valve? What do you think?
They say, Your Honor, I already know, I know my name. I don't. The point is that you just don't get it. And what do I need to do to ensure that you don't get it?
So I have had several conversations with him, Judge. He is taking this seriously.
You had conversation beforehand.
I understand. He is actively involved in his IOP and has been continuously going to that. He is trying to make a change. He thought that he was doing something better for himself at that point. Obviously, that didn't work out. Right after do you remember the date? It was in March, right?
Yes.
Let's see.
I have like 2 weeks left.
So, let's see.
Okay, so let's do this.
He had an initial appointment February 12th, but he did go into custody at that point, so then he had to reschedule it. So the beginning of March, he got involved.
Sending him for a drug and alcohol test.
Absolutely.
Now. I'm sending you for a test now, and you're to come right back. If you fail the test, you can fail to come back. I will revoke the bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a seat.
Okay,
And
let's
then
judge.
just leave me your cell phone, and then I'll get a hold of you.
Okay, do you want it now?
Don't speak it out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not just a warning, that's a red alert. Failing a drug test here means automatic consequences, no gray area, and notice how even a non-alcoholic. Beer became a serious violation. Welcome to the strict world of bond conditions.
Good morning, sir. Sir, you were charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on each of those cases. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. On April 10th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a motor vehicle crash in Harris County, Texas. An officer already on the scene advised the officer responding that the defendant stated that he had a firearm inside of the vehicle that belonged to him. The officer identified the defendant by his Texas driver's license. The officer observed the defendant to have slurred speech and watery, glassy eyes. The officer observed an odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant's breath. The defendant consented to perform standard field sobriety tests. The HGN was a 4 out of 6. The walk-in turn was a 3 out of 8. The one-leg stand was a 2 out of 4. And the officer located a handgun inside of the defendant's vehicle during an inventory search of the motor vehicle. The defendant refused to provide breath. A blood warrant was obtained and his blood was drawn.
Okay. Can you tell me when was the first DWI, number 1? How many DWIs, number 2? Number 3? Does he have a valid license, please?
The date of the first DWI, Your Honor?
Correct.
2023, Montgomery County.
Okay. What was it? Well, obviously, it's due time. Any other DWIs?
No, Your Honor, but if you find it pertinent, a reckless driving from 2019.
Was it pled down?
It's, yeah, convicted on a lesser charge.
So what was the...
The original,
Right.
Your Honor, I believe the original charge was a driving while intoxicated.
Your Honor, one of these licenses now, they haven't given out full access yet.
Let's pause and break this down. The defendant already has one DWI, a downgraded reckless, and now another arrest. In Texas, the third DWI means serious prison time. So what's the court doing now? Getting ahead of the crash, literally.
It's eligible, Your Honor. Well,
You know what a third DWI is in Texas? A third DWI is a felony offense of the third degree where you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. I don't know what is going on with you, Mr. Carrillo, but if I find that you're consuming at all, I'm now placing a restriction on your license. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. On your other ankle, I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you so I know where you are at all times because I don't want you out in the middle of the night. And on your other ankle, you're going to get a scram so I know that you're not consuming. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, now is the time for you to take care of it, because if it becomes a problem while you're on bond, I will do it for you and you're not going to like the way that I take care of it. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
You are not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you use, I will revoke both of your bonds, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand one more thing, that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my streets at all costs. Watch the news every single day. We have a DWI fatality in our town. It's unacceptable. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not taking away your privilege to drive, but if I find that you're consuming, it's not going to go well for you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Pham, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. For the time being, I don't want you out in the middle of the night. We can talk at a later date if things, okay?
Your Honor, would the court consider waiving the fees?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
That speech wasn't just courtroom protocol. It was a full-on intervention. The judge is laying down monitors, restrictions, and warnings like landmines. And he's not being dramatic. DWI deaths in Texas are painfully real and painfully frequent.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 12, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a crash and made contact with the defendant, who admitted to drinking 2-3 beers. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant stumbling and leaning on his vehicle to keep his balance. The defendant stated he did not remember what color the light was when he rolled into the vehicle in front of him. The defendant refused to perform standard field sobriety tests, but consented to a breath test and blew a .211 and a .204.
Ready to be honest?
No, Your Honor. And not in this county. I'm going to check and make sure.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand?
No prior DWIs, Your Honor.
Okay. Does he have a valid license? You might.
That speech wasn't just courtroom protocol. It was a full-on intervention. The judge is laying down monitors, restrictions, and warnings like landmines. And he's not being dramatic. DWI deaths in Texas are painfully real and painfully frequent.
Blaze, can you check the license for me?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Mr. Hernandez, you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and liability insurance in your name. If you do not have car insurance, you are not allowed to drive as well. And that is a condition of your bond. Do you understand? Darla, do you know if he has a license?
I have made ALR request, but I didn't verify yet.
So Your Honor, I don't have there was no driver's license number in our system.
Oh, the driver's license number.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll let you guys check to see, Darla. I just want to make sure that it's eligible to drive Otherwise, I'm gonna have him sign an affidavit.
Yes, Judge, I'm
So if you don't mind,
I did find a driver's license.
Joseph, I see your motion. Is that all you got?
Yes, sir.
I'm signing it for you.
Thanks, Judge.
Got it.
I can step back, Judge, we can verify that, and if he does need it, I can then.
Yeah, just let me know.
Sign and everything.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Absolutely, for sure. So for now, you will get with pre-chopper your bond conditions. Don't use. You understand? Okay. All right, thanks, Tom.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we'll have you sign a receipt. You'll get pre-trial, and then you're free to go. Thanks, Rob.
Okay, that's-
Good morning, Mr. Baskin. So you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 13, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a stalled vehicle call and observed a vehicle in a lane of traffic with damage to the left side of the vehicle. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant in the driver's seat, asleep with the vehicle on and in park. The law enforcement officer then woke up the defendant and noticed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage and glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking one alcoholic beverage. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, 6 out of 6 on the HGN, a 1 out of 8 on the walk and turn, and a 1 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant refused breath, and a blood warrant was obtained and executed.
Any prior DWIs?
We have one that was dismissed in 2020.
Look at every full NCIC. Does he have anyone else?
Yeah, let me see. I'm not seeing any other DWIs here.
I see a prior obstruction. Was that reduced? The DWI reduction? Mr. Baskin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I'm not asking for much.
Oh, yeah, Your Honor, regarding the obstruction, it was just conviction on the charge that was filed on him. Just for obstruction.
Any other DWIs anywhere else?
No, Your Honor, it's not the one, other than the one that was dismissed in 2020.
Okay. Interlock or no interlock?
And here's the final gut punch. The judge isn't asking for miracles, just sobriety, compliance, and honesty. Yet for so many defendants, that simple formula feels impossible. Will this one break the pattern or just become the next headline?
Judge, to be honest, I mean, he technically has no DWI criminal history. I did not represent him in 2020, but he did pretty well in the field sobriety test. He's claimed to have 1 drink. I know that, he was 1 of 8, 1 of 4.
So it was a car wreck. I was knocked out.
Listen, if I find that you're using anything,
Yes, sir.
not only will I put you in jail, but I have a whole host of devices, gadgets that are so damn invasive on you, you're going to think you turned into a robot. Don't use. Do you understand? All right, I'm not going to put an interlock now, but like I said, if I find that you, and I don't care what it is, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, non-alcoholic beer, don't use. NyQuil, I don't care. Do you
I don't
understand?
have the excuse if it's.
For me, excuses go. All right, you've got a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. He will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, you pick up a new case, it's just not going to go well. Do you understand? Okay,